All right, guys, this is day 6, and it's going to be a little bit of a trail later on, but mostly of showing you around VDR. It's 8:15 in the morning. I'm going to breakfast now and editing videos. I paid for the Wi-Fi here. They have Starlink, so it's been really good here. And yeah, so I'll show you breakfast and then show you around a little later. And then later on, catching the 4:45 ferry back to trail. We're only going to do like 3 miles, 3.5 miles, get on trail, and then start up tomorrow again for day 7. Remember, this is just an 8-day trip, so we have a little bit of today, tomorrow, and the next, and that's it. All right, let's go do it.
Especially like Sarah. Yes. Just the approach to it from this direction as you're going south is very gradual. It's very.
All right, guys, I have some big news. This summer vacation keeps evolving and changing. You guys know I was supposed to do the JMT, and after one day I got elevation sickness and hiked out and I was done, which I was supposed to be on trail 20 days, which freed up a ton of time. So now something similar has happened. I'm not sick, I feel great. I've acclimated well, I've done 5 days. And, but Tracy and I were just talking, and we're kind of like okay with not hiking anymore. We have 2 more days to go, some major climbs and just tough times, and we're just kind of like ready to kind of be done. And so we met a wonderful person named Tony here, who's a very kind person, and they hiked around each other a lot. I just met him today, but because I came in on the ferry last night and they came in this morning. But he is also done. He's doing the JMT, but he's paying for a shuttle that comes down this crazy road to VVR, and he's leaving at between 10 and 11 tomorrow. And we inquired, and they have 2 more spots, so we're gonna pay to be taken out to Fresno. And then, so it's an adventure. It's just different now. So my 8 days on the JMT, I called this series, is now 5. So we are essentially done. And so it's not too bad though. Yes, tomorrow would have been pretty. The last day is pretty over Duck Pass, but it's a side trail and it doesn't really count. It's just to get out of here. So what's going to happen is we're going to take a shuttle tomorrow to Fresno. It's like 3 hours, and then Tony is actually going to rent a car because he wants to go to Mammoth, which is where my car is, and where Tracy's car is too. So we're going to do that, and so we're just basically going to pay him for his gas and get a ride. It's about another 3 hours to Mammoth and get our cars, and then maybe camp tomorrow night. So that's the plan right now. So what we're doing is here, we're gonna have a nice dinner and relax. I have my tent set up behind me. I don't know if you can see it right there, the green one back there. But and then Tracy's next to me. We're gonna camp tonight and then have a nice breakfast and then get out here. So that is the plan. It's been a crazy summer this year. I hope you at least enjoyed the 5 days that I showed you. Now what I want to do is, sorry for all the talking, but I want to show you VDR. If you've not been here and you're ever in the Sierra, you can even drive here if you just want to come stay and get a room for the night. But the place is amazing. The people are really nice here. Food is good. Big quantities of food. It's really good for hikers because we get hungry. But I'm going to show you kind of everything and try to make it as short as possible. Just all the kind of the options out here. But it's just so beautiful here. You can kind of tell by probably behind me in some of this. But they're only open like 3.5 months a year. So they told us that it is August 26th, my birthday. And it's funny, I had to look for that, didn't it? They said they're only gonna be open 2 or 3 more weeks and they're done. They have to be out of here and packed up and close the whole place down before winter comes, the first snow. So that's a very short season here. But let me show you the place, okay? So I showed you this once before, but here's the camping area. It's free camping here, so it doesn't cost a cent. I think they want hikers to stay here and spend money, so there's my tent over there. There's Tracy's. So the main building is right in front of you right here. I know it's kind of far away in the camera, but let's show you everything they have here.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sure. Okay, so they have ice cream here if you like that, games. This side of the store is all camping and fishing stuff. So it's got all kinds of stuff you might need, sun stuff, bug spray, socks and stuff like that. Fuel, they have fuel. The year I was here 3 years ago, they didn't have that. Some of this kind of stuff, some clothing, tenacious tape repair stuff for your tents and things like that. And then when you come here, what they're famous for is you get a free beverage that's 12 ounces. So I think I got a root beer when I was here, but yeah, I get a free one there. And on this side is food. So you have candy and honey buns, which are great for breakfast, things like that, Almond Joy. They've got dehydrated meals, tortillas, Nutella, Carnation breakfast essentials. And over here are Nor's sides, which are hiker friendly, of course. They've got good to go food here. Down there's mac and cheese and Idahoan. And then the last is some of these other meals, Green Belly meals to go. They have lots of bars and crackers, things like that, Pop-Tarts. This is where you pay. You start a tab, and then at the end you pay your way. Show you real quick. You've seen this, but this proximity here is where you eat. A lot of people, when it's not cold, sit outside too. All right. So over here is where all the hiker boxes are. They have 2 of them that have food in it. You can see tons of food. And this is non-food, so there's clothing and different things, bug spray in here. Used fuel cans there. Tons of firewood here. I should say really quick too, it's hard to see here, but this is where you get off the ferry. The boat is down there. You can see the lake right there. As you continue this way, they have 4 kind of like motel rooms. You can stay here. It's really nice to get cleaned up. You have your own bathroom and shower and get out of the weather if it's bad. So that's right there in proximity, the main buildings. This is the back of the main building. There's Tracy and Tony. Say hi to your fans. Hi. Anyway, on this end of the building is outdoor cafe where you can eat. They have a TV up there. It's really nice here. And they have a couple of charging stations right there and right over there. They have a big fire pit here. They have fires at night. I think I showed you guys that last night. They have games too, like cornhole here, ping pong. They even have disc golf over there sometimes. You can see right there. So over here are showers. You do have to pay for showers and laundry, but bathrooms are nice. So you have a bathroom here, and they give you a token. You put it in the machine here, and you have a shower here. It's nice when you've been in the wilderness for many days. There's 3 of these bathrooms with showers. I'll take you to the laundry room. Nothing fancy, but I'll show you. You can dry your clothes. Or they have 2 washers and 2 dryers. They have loaner clothes in case you want to. Hikers don't have extra clothes, so they have loaner clothes to wear while your stuff's being done, and towels here, which they're almost out of. You can also rent these tarp kind of tents. They're basically, you know, you're still out in the cold, but you have beds, like just twin beds. And I think there's enough for 3 people, maybe 4, and you could split it. So if you get some people, it doesn't cost much. It might be a little over $100 a night, but if you split it amongst people, it's not too bad. That's about it.
Hey guys, Marmalade here, day 7 and day of our exit. It's 8 o'clock and we'll get some breakfast. So I'm going to show you around a little bit this morning, just a little bit sights and sound of VDR and then what it takes to get out of here. And you know, it's a interesting day. I'm happy to be getting out. It's been a weird experience this summer. I've decided that later on I'll make a video on my feelings and how things changed this year for me, and then I don't know exactly, but possible future plans for backpacking, how it'll change a little bit for me. But you know, yesterday was my 62nd birthday, and just and as we get older, no matter what you do, whether it's hiking or any kind of activity, it gets harder every year. I've noticed that ever since I started backpacking about 8 years ago. You know, I was a beginner 8 years ago, and but I was in my mid-50s. But I feel like it's getting harder and harder every single year, which is normal. And so the way I describe it is difficulty and the discomfort and pain levels and things that you experience doing long distance backpacking keep going harder and harder and higher and higher, and the fun level and the fun meter goes down. So I'm trying to I've thought about it a lot this summer, doing the High Sierra Trail and doing a decent amount on the JMT this summer. I just found out that I guess my way of backpacking is going to change a little bit, and I'll still have tons of videos on backpacking and day hiking, but I think, you know, trying to hike 25 plus miles a day is not in the cards for me. I'm not saying never, but when you get out here, it takes a couple weeks at more to get your trail legs, so you have to endure that pain before you get to that point where you can really start crushing miles. So I'm going to make a video just on how I think it's going to change the way I hike and the kind of trips I do and things like that. And let me know in the comments if you are finding the same thing. I know that most of my viewers are older, they're not younger. I have 1% that watches that's under like 30, and I'm sure it's my son because he watches everything because you're obligated to. But you know, like, how's it changed for you? How have you changed your hikes from when you were younger? Are they less miles? Are they less days? Things like that, less difficulty? So let me know. So yeah, I mean, we're only leaving 2 days early from this trip, but so let me know, and I'll just show you around a little bit before we take off. And actually on the ride out, the 19 miles going out of here is notorious, and I've always wanted to see it, so we'll see what it's like. It's a bit hairy, I guess. The dirt road that's 19 miles takes like over an hour or so.